Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
This is Ask DCL. We gave you guys at home the chance to ask this man absolutely anything on the Sky Sports social media accounts. Dom, we had thousands of questions sent in for you over the last couple of days. I hope you turn your notifications off on your phone, to be totally honest with you, mate.
I do. So I've got no idea what the questions are going to be.
That's good. We'll surprise you because you're sat behind the desk looking very regal at the moment, looking like Carlo Ancelotti yourself, to be honest with you.
I feel like the manager sat here. Not used to being behind a desk like this.
Right, let's get on with some of the questions sent in by your fans then. The first one sent in was, who is the hardest defender you've ever faced?
I would say in the air, probably Harry Maguire's pretty tough, strong in the air, so I'll give him that. I would probably say, Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans is a very clever defender, very experienced, so obviously being a young striker playing against him, he knows all the tricks of the trade.
What are the sort of tricks of the trade you're talking about? Are we talking the little pinches, stamps on the foot, or are we talking more tactical positioning?
Not necessarily,
stuff?
no, I'm more talking like positionally and little things that he'll do to make the game easier for him. So, he gives himself an extra yard when the ball's coming in behind, and he's, to say that he's the age that he is, he's still, very much a very tough player to play against, and he's a very clever player.
That surprised me a little bit, and I'm sure that will surprise some people at home. I guess they were thinking maybe you'd say a Virgil van Dijk or somebody who's quite physically imposing. What kind of centre-back do you enjoy playing against more than others? Is there one type? Is it more a powerful centre-back you enjoy playing against with the battle?
I'd probably say I enjoy the physical battle quite a lot, so anybody that, that kind of wants to go toe-to-toe, I quite enjoy it, and it's kind of a test of my strength and character then to see if I can overcome and win the battle.
Love it. Okay, the next question that was sent in, a lot of people sent this one in, I have to be honest, Dom. It's, can you get the sauce naturally, or are you just born with it?
Great question. That is a great question. It's got to be in there somewhere already. I think it's got to be in there, and you've just got to unlock it. But everyone's can have their own version of it, do you know what I mean? So it's not just something that only a select set of people can have.
There was a lot of people asking me to ask you, who has the more sauce, you or Tom Davis? Is it kind of like a one-up thing? When Tom wears something rogue, you have to go one stage better?
It's funny this, everyone tries to, turn us against each other, but we kind of, we're in it together really. We just, I suppose that's a good one, yeah, like when we're ever going anywhere together or whatnot, and it's a certain occasion, if he's wearing something or I'm wearing something, we can kind of like bounce off each other, and if we're wearing something relatively, extravagant, it makes the other one not as standoutish because we're both going at it together, so it's quite enjoyable.
Yeah, that's class. I did want to ask you as well, is there anyone in the Everton squad that you think you look at and go, I could restyle you, I could get you on catwalks?
What do you mean, someone that needs restyling?
Somebody that maybe needs a little bit of restyling, who's still coming in, with the bootcut jeans.
Someone that still thinks they're in Brazil, Richarlison.
Why does he think he's in Brazil?
He comes in shorts and flip-flops in the middle of November. And he has done since I've been playing with him. It's never ever too cold for him to come in shorts, flip-flops and a t-shirt. So I would say that if he needs a winter wardrobe, I'll help him out.
Classic, that's class. All right, the next one that was sent in is, do you have any pre-match superstitions?
Pre-match superstitions, I always tend to have salmon and pasta as my pre-match meal and the night before a game. Salmon and pasta and like a tomato pasta sauce, that's what I eat before every game. So you could say that's like a superstition. I always do like a little skip over the touchline when I'm stepping onto the pitch. So that's something that I do. I'll give you one more. When I'm playing at Goodison, there's stairs going down in the tunnel, and then the stairs going up, and I always step up the stairs the same way.
What were your thoughts when you first saw James Rodriguez training?
I could tell he had quality straight away. You could see that he's got a wand of a left foot, and he's predominantly plays off his left foot. But even when I could see that the defenders in training kind of knew what he was going to do and try and get on his left foot, they couldn't stop it. So that's the sign of a player, with top quality. And then to then go and play in the games with him, it's been a joy.
And how does he sort of stack up in the rondo drills? Is he just running the show, nutmegs left, right and centre, or is he a bit further down the pecking order than people would expect?
No, he's good. He's top in the rondo. You rarely see him in the middle. He's got great disguise. Disguises a lot of his passes, and he's the first player ever I've seen to disguise a head. Like, he knows to head it that way, but the ball goes that way. So I've still not.
Is that deliberate though, or is that accidental?
No, that's deliberate. I've seen him do it a few times now.
Who does spend a lot of time in the middle of the Everton rondos? Is there one person that you're always like, I use it again?
I hate to say it, but Nielsen Cuckoo. He gets nutmegged on a daily basis, so that's something he needs. I think he needs some netting in between his legs.
All right, fair play. The next one then, we've got sent in by a lot of people as well, a little bit like the source question. Can you settle it once and for all? Was there any Photoshop used on your abs, Dom?
I can confirm there was absolutely no Photoshop used on my abs whatsoever. The only way I can explain this is that them pictures were two different pictures.
Okay.
So like, I've got a picture here and a picture here that are two different pictures. And on the one that I posted, the only thing that I can explain as to why my abs are showing so much is because like my left foot's planted on the floor. So like, I don't know as if like whilst I'm running, I'm tensed or what, but it was quite a funny time nonetheless. There was nothing I could really do or say about it. I just had to let it happen and let people make their own mind up, but no, there was no Photoshop.
All right, the next question was sent in, and it's, do you think you could out-jump LeBron James?
He's pretty tall though, isn't he, I think, as well, and that's his sport, jumping, so I'm not too sure about that. But I think I'd give it a good go.
Have you ever had your sort of jump measured? Because I was looking at LeBron's jump, and he's got a 40-inch vertical, so 101 centimetres he jumps just vertically. Have you ever had yours sort of measured off the ground?
I'm not sure. Is that a running jump or is that a standing jump?
Standing.
Don't know if I'm getting 101 centimetres though.
Can you dunk a basketball? I've always wondered this. Can Premier League players dunk basketballs? Have you tried?
I've actually never tried, but I think I can, yeah. I'm pretty confident I can dunk.
I'd back you to dunk as well, Dom. It has to be said. Right, the next question that was sent in, very weird one here. What are your favourite vegetables?
Favourite veggies? I'd probably say what I do really like, buttered asparagus.
Ooh, that's a rogue choice, but that's a sensational choice as well.
Yeah,
I rate it. Big time.
Bit of salt, butter, tin foil, cook it in that, get all the flavours. I'd quite like that. The one I eat the most, probably broccoli. I eat broccoli the most. It's quite boring, but just what I eat the most.
All right then, let's move on. Who is the fastest player at Everton?
The race would be myself, Ben Godfrey.
Wow, that really shocks me, to be fair. Ben Godfrey, why is he so quick? Straight off the mark or over the course of 100 metres, are you saying?
No,
Ben?
I've just realised he's rapid. He's pretty fast. So I think even off the mark, he's pretty quick, like athletic.
Yeah.
But I think if it was a flat out race, 100-metre race, you'd have me, Ben, probably Jared, Bramthwaite.
Yeah.
I'd have to probably throw Richie in there. I think Richie would be up there. Got to be.
The next question sent in. Quite a few people sent this one as well. It was very interesting. What is the meaning behind the butterfly emoji you use on your Instagram posts?
So it's got like quite a personal meaning to me, really. Just how it came about. But I know that like the butterfly represents like being yourself and expressing your true self and not being afraid to be who you want to be and be who you are. So that's why I've got my butterfly necklace that I kind of acquired through a turn of events, and then it kind of just had some sentimental value to me. So then I just kind of started putting the butterfly emoji just as kind of, that was kind of why, really. There's a little bit more to it, but that's more personal to me, really.
All right, fair play, fair play. Final question of the day then. Would you rather win the Premier League with Everton or the Euros with England?
Wow.
Tough one to finish it.
I'd have to say both.
Okay, on the fence. I respect it. That's a very, very solid Premier League footballer's answer. You've obviously won major trophies with the England youth teams, you know, the Under-20 World Cup you scored in the final of. How much are you hoping to be on that plane going to the Euros with England this summer?
I wouldn't say so much, you know, hoping. I think if I can continue to do the right things and play well for my club and score goals here at Everton, I'd like to think that, you know, that would help me with my chances on being on the plane, you know, and going to the Euros. Obviously, it's a dream of mine to be playing for England and to be scoring for England. So to go to a major tournament, it'd be, you know, something that I aspire to and definitely something that I want to achieve. And hopefully, mate, it'll be the end of this season.
There we go then. Thanks very much, Dom. Top man.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.